You know what I think about, and I'm going to tell you guys, when we had this little thing with, meaning the Dallas Cowboys, had this little thing with Aaron Rodgers, where Aaron Rodgers was vexing us for a few years. I mean, every chance we got, he just vexed us and, you know, beat us. And I was like, man, you can't beat this dude. You can't beat him. With that kind of talent, he should be winning 10 Super Bowls. I always said that when I saw what Aaron Rodgers did, and I always talk about his shoulders down, the accountability he has, shoulders down, and he's a good decision maker, even shoulders up, but not like Tom Brady. Tom Brady makes the perfect decision. He stay cool, he drives that ball down the field. He sees the game better than anybody. Aaron Rodgers has the physical skill set better than anybody.
What?
Patrick Mahomes, I talked about this on the show Sunday, is an amalgamation of both of these guys. You see, he's all the physical skill set we've ever talked about that's so great at the quarterback position. Oh, my God, he does everything, and he's a real pure quarterback doing everything. He's not some athlete we turned into a quarterback. He has all the instincts in the world, and then he has all the understanding in the world to know when and how to pull a trigger. I always say it's great to know, boy, he's a great fighter. It's best to know who and when and how to fight. And not just be a great fighter, but know who, when, and how to fight. And that's exactly what he is. The way he won this Super Bowl, you know, Tom had something. Because we would say, well, Tom raising people up. Tom won with Wes Welker. Tom won with Julian Edelman. None of those are greats. He had Tyreek Hill and he had Travis Kelce, but this year he didn't have that. Last year he didn't have it. He had a whole different set, and now he gets a whole new set and say, hey, come on.
Right.
Get on my back. And he dragged them to a championship. He got 3 now.
Right, and you gotta remember.
If he gets 4, dog, that puts him past that 4 mark with Joe and Bradshaw. You know, Joe and Bradshaw, you can start saying,
I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know, because
you're seeing what you're seeing, though. You're seeing what you're seeing. You're seeing the greatest talent at the position. You're seeing the way he's playing. Now he's raising people up because you've taken great talent from him, and you're getting the same results. The last 2 years, we're right back here. I got to start. I won't put my mouth against him again. That's what I'm going to say. I just won't speak against him again.
Yeah, I would say, because everybody says Tom never had anybody, but he always had Gronk. And he always has Travis. So they both always have the all-pro, all-world tight end that gets it done. Both of them have that safety blanket. So we always go through, they don't have anybody. He ain't got no weapons. Then you look at the Hall of Fame tight ends they got, and you're like, oh, well, I mean, other than him. And then you look at those big games, those big plays, who are always catching those passes, who are always getting them down, crucial situations, 3rd down, 3rd and long. Against Mahomes, you always bring it up, those 3 straight 3rd and 10s that he converted. All of them were to Gronk. And
no, so, one was the first to Edelman, then 2 to Gronk.
And 2 to Gronk, so I apologize.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
But I 4 I don't think is enough, because then you're not getting over Joe, because Joe's 4-0. Joe's undefeated, you know, in Super Bowl games, played great in those Super Bowls. I understand what we're going to say, that Patrick's playing incredibly, but he still lost to Tom in a Super Bowl. Right. So it's hard to sit there and say, hey, he has less Super Bowls than him, and he lost to him in a Super Bowl, and he's greater than him. That's a tough one for me to say. I don't know if it'll get to 7, and I don't know if he needs to get to 7 for us to have that. But he has 3. He has 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs. That's enough to have a conversation of him being on the Mount Rushmore of great players in the National Football League.
Listen, No. I understand, because you're doing tally only. You're doing tally only, and you're tallying up, but you're not looking at how that tally is coming about. Like, when Tom, and it's not taking anything away from Tom. I'm just trying to accentuate what we're seeing with our eye gate and what Patrick Mahomes is doing. This is This is revolutionary in every sense of the sense and what he's done. You know, the way he's played the position. Forget all the incredible things I get have seen, the no-look pass and all of that stuff. That's just dazzle you. It's always him making the right decisions. That's the part that should dazzle you. And why when you sit back and think about it, you say, yeah. If he gets to 5, if he gets 5 or 6, I don't even think it's a conversation anymore. You see what I'm saying? 4, we start talking. He goes 5 and he wins another one like this. If he gets to 6 and Tom has 7, come on, that's not even a conversation. With how this kid is doing what he's doing, you just got to be real.
Michael, I think you're way overreacting.
No.
And by the way, you did pick the 49ers to beat him.
Yeah.
So we start with that.
Right.
But I'll start my pushback to you with something Richard said, but I'm going to get it from the horse's mouth because this is what Patrick had to say to NFL Network right after last night's game, if we could hear it. Okay, so he's admitting he got beat by Brady, and he got beaten badly by Brady. It was 31-9, and he did not play well, and you can say he wasn't protected, and I got you. But he just had a long, bad day or night against Tom Brady. He also lost to Brady in his house in the 3rd and 10s game, the overtime. There was no rule where you got to respond in overtime because Patriots won the toss. And Brady converts 3 straight 3rd and 10s, which is almost mathematically, statistically impossible. It's just too hard to do. And I saw it with my own eyes, and that's against Patrick. It's not Patrick's fault, obviously, but you beat him twice in an AFC Championship game and a Super Bowl. And then in the game you guys blew, and you had them, and you blew it, but you're up 20-10 all the way to the 7-minute mark of the 4th quarter. And he had thrown a late third quarter interception and an early 4th quarter interception saying, here, I give it to you and I give it to you. And Jimmy G couldn't cash. And he had a rough 4th quarter. He was 3 of 11 for 36 yards. You guys had a rough defensive stretch down the stretch. And to Patrick's credit, he was sensational late. I give you that. Okay? Yes.
Give me it all. In all, to Patrick's credit, in all 3 of his Super Bowls, he's sensational late. He brought him back from 10 points down. He was sensational late when we won't even question, is it like you guys have debates about Tom Brady's Super Bowl, and I'm, again, I love Tom, about Tom Brady's Super Bowls, and, Bill's defense or Tom's offense, and who did this. There's no debate about this. I don't care what that Chiefs defense would do. If they didn't have 1-5, they wouldn't have anything like what they had.
But remember, Tom, in his first 6 Super Bowls in New England, won all 6 with a game-winning drive in the 4th quarter or overtime. Okay? So Patrick last year against the Eagles, I did not think the Eagles were very good on defense. I thought they were torchable. And he threw for 182 and mostly dinked and dunked. And he got the big Kadarius Toney punt return in the 4th quarter. And obviously Jalen lost the handle on a read option play in the first half and just gave him 6 points because Nick Bolton scooped and scored it. Okay, so he had a great QBR, 97. You can't get a whole lot better than that because he just didn't do much wrong, but it was a lot of dinking and dunking, and he was great late. I give you that. Last night, he finally, for the first time in 4 Super Bowls, went over 300 yards passing, but it took the last drive in overtime to get over 3. He had 291 at the end of regulation. Still very good, but Brady averaged 304 in 10 Super Bowls.
But again, your greatest point is that it's a late last-minute drive and last-minute touchdown drive. Patrick Mahomes had that. I think it comes down to the numbers. It's going to come down to you just can't overlook that. I know we want to, Irv. I know you want to just say less is more, and the way he's doing it is better, but you just it's tough.
Tom never led his team in both categories. I mean, this man, passing and rushing last night. I mean,
no, I'm with you.
He led.
That's the reason he wins the Super Bowl MVP.
What do y'all want? So
I just want him to win more.
About dragging a team along, we go out here. What's the Super Bowl they had in Atlanta with James White got MVP? You see what I mean? Because he was making all the plays. This dude, he carried him.
No,
he made all the plays.
100%.
That's a difference. That's what I'm saying. He didn't need a running back. He said, I am the running back.
Super Bowls,
quarterback.
You can't just downplay that many trophies. Like, you just can't. Those trophies gotta mean something. Otherwise, it's.
You gonna tell me Jordan's the greatest? You always tell me Jordan's the greatest. Who has the most?
Bill would be the greatest then.
Bill Russell.
Okay, who has the most? So you're saying?
But what
you said Bill Russell or Jordan?
He has the most.
No, Jordan.
But Bill Russell has more.
Yes, what he got? 11 between coaching and playing.
My point exactly.
But what I'm saying is
6, but you still clear to put him.
What I'm saying is, then we down.
But wait. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
On this same debate, because you see what Jordan did. You look with your eye gate and say, you know Bill won 11, but you say Jordan only won 6. But man, I saw this. Yeah. This was revolutionary. It changed things. You're seeing it again. And now you want to tell me, oh, I understand it over there with Bill and Jordan, but I don't understand it over here.
Because what we're going to say is Tom is arguably the greatest player to ever play this game. And that's really not up for debate right now, and it's only up for debate because we're considering Patrick with what he's doing right now. But Patrick has not won as much, so Bill wasn't considered one of the greatest of all time by anybody. I don't even think he was considered the greatest.
Times changed, but the competition changed. Okay,
he had guys in there, Wilt, Kareem. You know, he had other guys playing during the time that people would arguably say were better players. Right now, I'm saying what Tom Brady did during his time, he's considered the greatest player of all time. Right. Because of how he played and the amount of trophies he won.
Right.
So it matters in this context because Tom has played up to that level. People saw it. People saw him leave New England the same year he left. He went and played your young Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl and took him down. So that's where it's going to be tough to make that argument without the trophies.
Right. And I agree with that. I agree.
Okay. So Michael, what happened last night? How well did Patrick really play? If we think hard about it, he tried one deep ball the whole night because, as we talked about going into the game, he's a game manager now by admission. That's by his own admission. So he tries it's early second quarter, he tries the deep ball, and it ends up Mecole Hardman catches it for 52 yards. But it was a dangerous throw because, help me out, Richard, here with a detailed breakdown.
But they had nothing going.
I don't know what the safety's doing.
They're vicing it. They're doubling him.
Right.
He didn't have any work. Gibson didn't have any work, so he went to pick up extra work. He didn't find the ball.
He couldn't find the football because if he did, I think he at least breaks it up, right? I thought when it left his hands, I said, uh-oh, that looks like an interception to me. And
then they end up turning it over on this drive. You're right. I thought that was a mistake by him. But, you know, you run into that situation sometimes.
Wait.
This is the only deep ball.
Y'all don't think you think this was a bad throw by Mahomes?
No. I just think we think 31 would have picked it if he locates the football.
Right. But I think Patrick Mahomes sees that. He knows, this dude is turning the way he's running. He knows DB King. A DB can't locate that football. He's throwing his wide receiver wide open. That is a beautiful, perfect
I'm not saying it's not a great throw. I'm just saying what happened on the play. I'm saying it's a good throw, but in reality, that ball gets picked off probably 8 times out of 10.
And I'm saying that Patrick Mahomes sees the DB and he makes that throw. That's the greatness of Patrick Mahomes.
So then they come out of halftime. They got the football because they deferred. And he's trying to force the ball to 87 because he's got one catch for 1 yard. And this happened. The interception happened. If we could see this, please. Okay, this was not a good idea. He had the right idea, just overthrew it by about 5 yards, and the kid Brown, their rookie, picked it. Okay, so now you've put yourself in harm's way, in jeopardy, and Brock and Kyle can't cash 3 straight times they have the ball, and they go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So my point is, it wasn't until late that he started to get a hold of it. And it wasn't until deep into overtime that he had his one great drive all night. Because San Francisco held on pretty well.
I got to say one more thing here, Skip. Right? I can't let y'all just go at Pat with that. That throw right there, obviously, that interception, you could tell that's the one time him and Travis wasn't on the same page. That's all that was now. So it's not necessarily a bad throw. Oh, he just made a bad throw. He hit Travis, and Travis obviously made a hook, and then he's going back out. And took his defender and other people over towards the other receiver that made that look like a bad throw. I just wanted to put that out.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, he was second-guessing himself, and he did it throughout the game. It was a play in the red zone where he jumped up, Fred Warner jumped, and then he pumped it, and it was nobody there, and then he took the sack. What I'm saying is...
No, but that's what he does. That's what he does. Aaron Rodgers does that. They get you in the air so they can run by you. That's the brilliance.
That's not what he does. What he does, he never second guesses himself. He lets the ball go. Even in that interception, he double clutches.
No. Y'all want to go pick up film?
1 second.
He does that all the time.
What I'm saying is he rarely double clutches. When he jumps up, he does a little float pass. He doesn't second guess himself.
He does that past the line of scrimmage sometimes, and DBs slow down. It's like, dude, he's past the line of scrimmage. You can go and hit him.
But what I'm saying on plays like these kind of plays, he did it throughout the game. I have not seen him second guess himself the way he did, because they ended up being mistakes, either sacks or interceptions. And throughout the rest of the time, he just lets it go, and it's some unbelievable catch, some unbelievable pass, because he trusted. I thought throughout this game he second guessed, except for that last drive.
Except for the last drive.
I'm just saying. That's
Michael,
what the game.
I think through your eye gates, you have decided already that Patrick's just better than Tom.
No.
I didn't say what Patrick, you want to see in your quarterback.
Patrick is more physically gifted than Tom Brady. Absolutely. I am saying that.
That's fine.
Now, does that mean he's better? No. Did Tom take less and do more? Yes, right now. And I always tell you I measurement and distance traveled for what Tom did, so I got to give him all the credit in the world. But I'm watching this currently, and all of them, we talk all the time about the importance of a quarterback and how much they mean and how tough it is to play the position, the hardest position in sports. And then I watch this dude play it this way, and I say, whoa, y'all got to take that into an account. I'm all up for the tally. I understand the tally has to be somewhere in the vicinity, but I'm telling you, I don't think he has to close that door totally on it.
But if we argue in talent, there's been tons of quarterbacks more talented than Tom Brady.
Right.
And that's the argument I'm not a fan of at any capacity, because there's more talented receivers than you. They don't have jackets on. And so it's not about how talented the guy is, it's what he can get done. And what he's got done has been tremendous. But what can he continue to do? I'm not going to start to discredit Super Bowls because he's physically more talented. So if Josh Allen wins a couple Super Bowls, is he greater than Tom Brady because he's physically more talented? No, I'm not giving him that. You've got a distance traveled, as you said.
We're not saying that. We're not saying that. Now, you're trying to simplify.
I'm just saying. I'm just using what you said.
I need to rectify that old simplify, because that's not right. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we are seeing something that we've never seen before. And we're seeing him play the position like you've never seen before. I don't want you, Sherm, on the back end of this. I'm trying to put you on the front end. You see this revolution there. You see this revolution. You see this dude. You be on the front end. I'm not saying that the tally doesn't matter. I'm saying this is a different type of talent. This is a different type
I would
of talent.
agree with that, but what I'm saying is they can't be mutually exclusive. You can't judge him saying this is a different kind of talent, so he gets to do less, and I give him credit for more. If he's doing as much, if he does a little less, then give him a little bit more credit. If he has 6, then I say, hey, I got you. He doesn't need 7 to prove the point. He proved the point with 6. He's got 6 Super Bowl MVPs. He got it.
But Michael's leaning 4 now. Like 4 does it.
You're saying 4. That's almost
4. 4 was certainly clear him of all others beneath Tom.
So that put him clearly in second.
And only put him and Tom staring at each other like a good old Western gunfight. You see what I'm saying? And if he gets 5 and he does it this kind of way, boy, I start saying some things.
Okay. Michael, last quick point. Even though Brady's picture at the combine without a shirt on was hard to look at, I saw Mahomes without his shirt on the other day, and it wasn't all that impressive.
And that's what I said, man, when he ran right by Fred Warner. I said,
how's he doing that?
How's he doing that with that thing I saw on social media the other day? that little kangaroo pouch.
A little pouch. He had a little pouch on. I agree.
And it was, man, and that's what, and then so give him credit. Give him credit. Look at that pouch and look at what he's doing. Stop messing around. That's distance travel. That's bad, man. Y'all say what y'all
All right,
want.
up next, Keyshawn rejoins to give us his key to victory.
I love them both, man. I love Tom.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.